There are 50 times as many people in the United States who work in steel-using industries as there are in steel-producing industries. 50 times. Wow. And all of them are losing because the firms they work for are now going to have 25% more expensive inputs. That can't be rational policy.
We are convinced that disputes should be discussed and resolved in a multilateral framework, that unilateral decisions are dangerous. There is a certain, I would say, worry or concern about the state of international relations, because if you put tariffs against what are your allies, one wonders who the enemies are.
This trade action was taken under a national security exception. The United States, under Republican and Democratic administrations, have always been very reluctant to use the national security exception because we knew that other countries would go on and say, well, food is a national security issue, so let's keep out American agricultural products. As other countries imitate us and say, this is now fair game, they'll use national security as a way of closing their markets, and we have a lot to lose in that process.
It's a typical old-fashioned protectionist measures. It's not the first time the US imposed some sort of trade restrictions on steel. It's on the ground of national security, which for most of us is extremely overstretched. Why not potatoes or shoes, who really matters also for soldiers?
Let's mark March 1, 2018 as when the first shot was fired in the first battle. I'm not going to call it a trade war, but wars usually start with one battle. And this is a big one because this is not tariffs on one country. These are global tariffs. And the unintended consequence will be that our inputs will be more expensive, which means that our prices to consumers will be more expensive. And that could reduce sales, and that could reduce jobs. So this is most likely going to be a self-inflicted wound that will go on for a while.